Hey people, Indrid here, VV3, Greysuck, Undercity, Blue Team. Got some Space Marine fellas. It's Tankadaire with a Force Commander. Very strong offense, fighting in melee combat. Can also tank, disrupt and support alongside Sardauk, I'm going to say. That's a weird name, innit? Techmarine starts off in ranged combat, puts us a good damage. Can also support with structures and repair. And rounding off the team here is Revs as a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support. Red team, Eldar fellas, Survive is a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default. Great at capping and harassing, some powerful control. Already got themselves onto the northeastern contested power there. Angel is a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support, same Han elite scheme. And rounding us off is Desked with a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Taking a bunch of bolter fire to the back of the head there. I think he smacked the Techmarine a couple of times. But here comes some Eldar pals and some Ork buddies, double shooters up. We've got double termagants, got Banshees for both of the Eldar players. And tax. No more scouts for the Space Marines, so they're probably going to get pushed back a bit in the mid here. But here comes the Tyranid support. And a Destructor, which somehow did no damage there. Seemed to be a decent hit. Banshees are going to need to run. Trying to run into double termagants and Hormagaunts didn't end very well. Warboss is getting kind of low. Here come Hormagaunts. It's going to be a good stomp. That might be dead Hormagaunts right there. I think it is. Oh, there's one. Oh, he goes down. Can't just run into a Warboss like that with all of his Ork pals. Shotgun scouts. I think they used it on the Warlock to blast. Northeast has turned red for the Eldar. And we got Rangers on the way. I was going to say, Survive very aggressively went for that northeastern contested power, suggesting they really wanted to get into some tier 1.5 units. I thought it would be double shurikens maybe, but it's going to be Rangers. At least one squad of Rangers. The Warlock I think is going to be alright. Yes. They can't flesh hook again. They flesh hooked one of the sluggers, I think. Northeast, bolt pistol action. Warp Spider Exarch doesn't like it. That's the wrong side of the cover, buddy. Barely makes it out. If that wasn't a special attack, that might have hit him and taken him out. Why is he debuffed? Well, down you go. What was that red debuff circle there? I have no idea. Was that like a Lictor Alpha stalk thing? It must have been, right? What else could it have been? Banshees could be in trouble here. They're very low, and there's for the Emperor. Tankadaire throws for the Emperor on the Tactical Marines for a 25% damage buff. They might get them. Ooh, if they stood there for a few seconds and started shooting the Banshees, they might have got it. They didn't want to risk dropping a model to the Rangers, but to get a wipe surely would have been worth it. Triple Rangers now for Survive, by the way. Double Rangers for Angel. These days, of course, they come out of the base with pistols and swords. Those pistol shots will debuff damage resistance on the target. But generally, it seems like they just get the Pathfinder gear up as soon as they can, give them the rifles. Does it give me a damage stat here? Yeah, 21 damage per hit per rifle, which doesn't sound like a huge amount. That's 63 damage if they all hit the same model, which wouldn't even kill a full health heretic, but they can do it from very long range, and they actually fire faster than you'd think. Also, of course, they get kinetic pulse and hollow fields, all that good stuff. Triple Rangers for Survive. It's going to be one of those games, eh, lads? We'll see how many Survive goes for in the end. So Tankadaire's going to want to get into maybe double Assault Marines, but maybe just try to get tier 2 rolling around as soon as possible into Razorbacks or Dreadnoughts or whatever. Something that can't be sniped. Assault Squad jumped into double shooters. Warboss is here. There's the stomp. Use your choppers on the sluggers. They're trying to avoid battle cries there, I think. Yeah, but they ran right into one. Those shooters might wipe. One hit point, they do indeed wipe. Bolt pistols get it done. I wonder if Desk will replace them. They had a knob leader as well. Did they have big shooters? I think they did, you know. Those are fully upgraded shooter boys that wipe there. Double Termagants have Toxin Sacs. Revs did indeed replace the Hormagaunts, and they have Adrenal Glands, and we have a Warrior Brood up with Barb Strangler to provide some basic synapse and defensive bonuses. Grabbing that northeastern power point. Oh, Dest is just going to get some more sluggers up, okay. And more tax for Tankadaire, really. Against all these rangers, quad rangers, I don't think Tactical Marines is the thing to get. I don't think it is. I think they should have gone tier 2 or maybe got more Assault Marines up.
Generator operational.
Warrior Brood caught in a weird spot, but they're able to get away. Any war gear for the Warboss? Gone for spiky armor. Damages enemies that hit him in melee. And provides a big chunk of health and health regen. Gets level 2 there. And of course you can force things to hit him in melee by hitting them. Unless that squad is melee attacking another unit nearby. They're kind of forced to hit him back unless they keep moving around and stuff. Razorback on the way for a Sardauk. Pretty good choice against all these rangers, I think. And I think that's what Tankadaire should have done. But we'll see how these attacks do. Going to be a good test of these new rangers. What kind of damage they can put out. What kind of havoc they can sow. We've got more rangers here. These guys don't have their long rifles yet, but they debuffed those scouts. Oh, that's what the debuff circle is. It's the rangers. I see. But why was it on the Warp Spider before? It must have been Stalk. The one that we saw on the Warp Spider, surely. They can't do friendly fire, can they? It doesn't like scatter on your own units and debuff them. So I wonder if Survivor is going to keep these guys with the pistols for the debuff. For the damage resist debuff. I think it's 15%. Look at that. These guys doing work. Meanwhile, power bashing Eldar. Angels come up here all the way from the south of the map. Desk is asking them please not to spam rangers. Techmarine with a mastercrafted bolter. It's Fire Dragons on the field for Angel. Rangers have been spammed. There's 4 of them. But I like the way that these guys have been kept with the debuffing pistols. That's pretty cool. You see they're spreading those pistol shots around as well. But the Razorback sends them packing. Oh, Tankadaire. Where did your Assault Marines go, buddy? I guess they got rangered, did they? I don't see their... Oh, there we go. There's an Assault Marine corpse there. I don't know where they wiped, though. I guess it was multiple places they dropped models. Knob Leader queued up for both of these sluggers. And Survive goes tier 2 in not too bad time, actually. They got that northeastern power back. But now blue team is starting to set up shop with a Razorback and a whole bunch of Marines that can reinforce off it. Venom Brood on the field for Revs. With the ranged synapse. And of course anti-vehicle weapons, those Venom cannons. Lictor Alpha gets a revive. And the level? Yeah, level. Techmarine almost level 2 himself. Runs away with the mastercrafted bolter. And the Eldar take their VP back. Angels up the top, of course, helping out with power bashing and stuff. Here's your Fire Dragons. Cool little army here. Got 2 kinetic pulses. Got Banshees that can run in. Some anti-vehicle, anti-everything damage on those Fire Dragons. Warp Spider runs away. Barb Strangler missed. Hormagaunts got wrecked. Those guys got a bit too close to the Banshees, I think. Lictor Alpha. It might be worth... I was going to say it might be worth the Lictor getting pheromones for these kind of messy fights that is basically going to happen when you've got double kinetic pulses and banshees running on you. The warrior brood does get away. Yeah, I think it's worth just throwing pheromone on your stuff and maybe trying to, ouch, grenade. Just trying to like brute force through the fight. And it would debuff the banshees as well. The Termagant's wiped there. Goes after the rangers. Could maybe throw pheromone on your little blob of stuff, have them fight, and then deadly jump, assault leap onto the rangers maybe. Warboss has a power claw. Might kill the Techmarine. No, can't catch him. We have Stone Guard veterans using their Hellfire rounds. Tier 3 for survive. 386 to 334. It's a good jump. Good jump by Sardauk's assault squad here. They have their sergeant. And the Dreadnought on the way for Tankadaire. He's had enough for these rangers, I think. Do you have to like teleporter back or something? No, Sacred Standard is in. And Artificer armor. The Stern Guard with their Hellfire will do a lot of damage to rangers. But they have to get close enough, of course. And of course, buffed by the Sacred Standard now as well. What is this? It's Banshees. I don't know what we're up to. Can they cut off these warriors? They can. Survive did not upgrade them, by the way. Scares off the warriors. Oh, they're going for a power bash, I think. Maybe to get vision for a webway as well. Here come the Tyranids to defend. Force Commander's yelling at me. Vengeance round loaded in to try and bash power, but here comes the Warboss. You want to use Kraken Bolts against this guy. Could use Hellfire as well. They've switched to the Kraken Bolts. And they force him off. Now they want to switch to Hellfire to fight all this light infantry. Because rangers are painful. Look how quickly they fire. That's kind of nuts. Tier 3 for Sardauk. That name is so weird. And Revs. So it could soon be that there's tanks. And rangers ain't going to do nothing against tanks and carnifexes and things. There's a war truck with double sluggers inside, I assume. You can see some burners sticking out the bottom there. And they are looking to bash some power. Tactical Marines are standing watch, but they can't fight double sluggers. The shooters in there as well. Now the shooters are up northeast. So desked with a pretty heavy split right now. There's the power bash. Warboss meanwhile getting back up to the northeast. Yelling in the mid from the Banshees, who run away. Double Ripper Swarms for Revs, just to help hold things while they go tier 3, and an Assault Cannon Dreadnought is up. Pretty much a nightmare for rangers, this thing. Not only can they not damage it basically at all, but the Assault Cannon Barrage can destroy them. There's cracked shot on the Fire Dragons. More range, more damage. You got Power Blades? Yep, Power Blades Warp Spider trying to finish off this Razorback. Can't do it. He got high power shot to the face, I think. Yep. Down goes the Warp Spider. And there's some much needed repairs for the Razorback. I think, yeah, Blessing of them on the Sires up as well. Global repair. No, it's not. Because this Dreadnought isn't being repaired. It seemed like it was. Maybe it was and just ended when I started looking at Dreadnought. I don't know. Well, more scouts are up. They can help repair things. Fire Dragons trying to take down the Dreadnought. More Fire Dragons. There's crack shot again. Look at the damage that Dreadnought's taking. Maybe we should have put crack shot on their allies' Fire Dragons rather than their own, because they dropped models. Sardauk needs to keep these Razorback moving. Tankadaire needs to keep the Dreadnought moving. Think they're going to be alright. There's the barrage. Ouch. Some nasty friendly fire there, actually. On the Sardauk's Marines. Not often you see friendly fire on the Assault Cannon Barrage. But there you saw it. I think Sardauk is going straight for a Land Raider. I think I would have got a tank. Oh, there's a tank. They are indeed getting a tank. Tankadaire's got a Thunderhammer out for some reason. Well, there are double sluggers. That's a good reason. But they are like driving around just bashing power, it seems. Gives them XP. Are they going to melee fight here? No, they're bashing power again. Oh, they're leaving. They heard the Dreadnought Assault Cannon and said, it's enough, lads. Let's get out of it. Carnifex on the way for Revs. Northeast is a no cap. Kicking off in the mid, is it? Not really. Warboss is leveling to 4, though. And, oh. I wondered what the hell they were shooting at. It was a Warp Spider. Best Hook from the Lictor Alpha. Did you really want to do that? It's got a Power Claw. Well, they have Corrosive Claws. It's a nasty power weapon that debuffs your target. And they did get a Pheromone, and they did get Deadly Jumper as well. Angel only has single Ranger squad up. Survive has quad Rangers and Fire Dragons, and that's it. They are in tier 3 though. And they can do big booms like that. Double cap for the blue team. Vanguard Veterans for Sardauk, and they do have that tank up now. Does the Razorback have the extra armor? Yes, it does. Attacks on capping duty with that faster cap trait. Fire Dragons with crack shot again. Here comes the barrage. Almost wiped those Fire Dragons out. They should have finished it with a burst there. I think they're going to get it. Oh, Stone Guard. They Stone Guard get it. Fire Dragons down. Those were survives. Warp Spider being a nuisance. Needs to be careful. Goes down. Survive having a rough 60 seconds or so there. 379 to 124. Red team should be able to... No, they won't. Getting my sides mixed up. Blue team are going to retain the northeast. That's for sure. It's time for red team to start pushing the naturals. Here's a Stranglethorn Cannon Carnifex. That's going to help with everything. Another really bad thing to see if you're quad rangers. Can Angels get away? Thunderhammer says no. Big no from the Thunderhammer. Stern Guard with their Vengeance rounds trying to take out this Fire Prism. If it turns around, there we go. Some good rear armor hits. Big knockback there though as well. Blue team creeping across the bottom of the map. Can they get a triple? Well, we got 2 looted tanks all of a sudden on the northeastern VP. Whole bunch of Rangers. Double sluggers. Just leaving this Predator tank alone for now. I think they want these Vanguard Veterans. Warboss just hanging out. Going for the cap, or is he going to come and fight? Going for the cap. Vanguard Veterans jump away and then retreat. Going on in the mid. Just some capping and some meetings between Tyranids and Space Marines. Oh hey, Assault Terminators in from Tankadaire. Unique to the Force Commander. Start off with these heavy melee Thunderhammers. Warlock is not going to like what he finds over here. Stone Guard still have the Vengeance rounds loaded in. Oh, they used their teleport. That is really risky. Why would you do this? You don't have a Librarian. I don't think Sardauk has one either. These Terminators could be in big trouble. Banshees with their power melee doing good damage against them. Fire Dragons doing really good damage against them as well. And there's 2 tanks here and a bunch of Rangers. And I'm pretty sure that sniper damage type does full to super heavy infantry. Yeah, that was a crazy teleport for Tankadaire to do. Crazy teleport without a Librarian. And the Terminators were taken care of. Here's an Eldritch. Missed pretty much everything, but it did make a bunch of Tyranids retreat, I guess. Avatar of Cain is up. Dreadnought's taken out. Tide turning for the red team here. Another Carnifex on the way for Revs. Crack shot again. This time put on Angel's Fire Dragons. Survivor gets double Guardian Weapon teams up. Maybe for double Bright Lances. Single Bright Lance. One of them's got the Shuriken Cannon still. Warboss trying to cap northeast. Shotgun Scouts having a word with their shotgunners. Oh, red team are down to 12 VPs. Bloody hell. Who's this over here? That's the Force Commander down. Right Lance trying to hit them. The Shuriken scares them off. 2 looted tanks and a Fire Prism and an Avatar. Quite a lot for the blue team to punch through. Tankadaire's getting a Predator tank. I can't believe how crazy risky that teleport was on those Terminators. I mean, look how far up they are. I think you should pretty much always, if you have Assault Terminators, pretty much always get a Librarian, right? Makes it so much safer to use them. 358 to 12. Can the red team pull this back? Have the 2-1. I don't have the contested southwest points. The little resource points down there. Lictor Alpha with a good hook. Warboss is an appy, stomps, but might go down. Getting some good damage out of spiky armor there. Here comes the rocks from Desk. Lictor Alpha makes it out somehow. So did the Hormigorns. Big fight brewing though. What did they get on the other? It's a Venom Cannon Carnifex there. Can they take out these looted tanks? I think they can get one, maybe. Oh, he gets away. It gets away. But that one did not. So they did indeed get one in the end. Techmarine trying to repair stuff. Scouts coming in to try and repair stuff as well. That guy drove right up to an Avatar. Oh, Knob scored on the field now for Desk as well. Fire Dragons are persuaded to leave the Carnifexes alone. Carnifexes did take a fair chunk of damage though. They need to be really careful of the Knob squad. Avatar trying to make it out. I don't think they can chase it. Double Fire Prisms. What are those guys focusing on? Oh, the tank. Grenade goes in. And an Eldritch, is it? It is. The outside of it might hit the Carnifex. It does. Down goes the tank. Awesome push from the red team. Knob squad finished the cap. Now they pop their frenzy and go on a marine smacking mission. Murder. That Carnifex is so low. The Knob squad get close enough and look at it. It's going to die. Here we go. And it does indeed die. Tried to get the Spore Mines out to save itself. But it didn't work. Not that it would have saved it, since they don't suppress or anything. And down goes the other Carnifex too. Blue team had a really rough couple of minutes there. Knob squad still going. Down to 2 models though. Yeah, time to run away, lads. Sardauk now has some Terminators of their own. More looted tank for Desk. Oh well, I guess, look at that. Desk and Angel actually lost quite a lot there as well, I suppose. Both the looted tanks went down. Avatar's okay though. So on the balance of it, it's still pretty even, I think, on the armies. Who's this down here? It's the Warboss. Taking out some scouts, maybe. I don't think he can... They're too quick for him to get rid of completely, I think. Maybe he should have just turned and gone for the VP decap there, but we'll see. There's a shotgun blast. Oh, the scouts do run away. Sluggers coming in. I hear Banshees yelling. Where are they yelling? Oh, it's the Force Commander making them yell. He's thunderhammering them. Thunderhammering them, I should say, not thunderhamming. Terminator squad with an assault cannon. And that thing will suppress by itself. That assault cannon does enough courage damage to suppress stuff. Red team have the northeast with an avatar, looted tank, shuriken. Where's that bright lance? Oh, the bright lance is right there. And that webway. And a fire prism. Is it time for the double natural VP rush for the blue team now? Tankadaire's getting another tank up. Which I'm not sure if that's a great shout. And it's very tempting when you're in tier 3. Like, let me get tier 3 units. But sometimes, take a step back. Maybe get a plasma cannon. Some marines. The librarian to help support Sardauk and his terminators and stuff. Or maybe the tank will come out and be amazing. Here it is. Force Commander flees. Fire Dragons on the hunt. Fire Prism as well. Look at this mass of marine armor though. Focus down the Banshees. They got them. There's crack shot. Got rid of the Fire Dragons. Can they push through here? To the Bright Lance and an Avatar hiding. Avatar's quite low though. It might not want to come in. Well, we got some tank busters. That's going to scare the tanks off. It's alive. It's alive. 2 hit points. Wailing Doom. It's not a very good Wailing Doom. Didn't stop the cat. 176 to 12. I think they're going to get the Avatar here. Avatar is done for. Terminators trying to cap desperately. Taking huge amounts of damage doing it. I think they're going to die. They do indeed die, and they didn't get the cat. Sad face for Sardauk. Force Commander mixing it up in there. The raised level 6 this fella. Now has a teleporter pack. Put the standard away. So no cap northeast in the VP. I'm not sure who's going to get it in the end. There's Stern Guard still here. There's a Force Commander still here. Eating grenades. Stern Guard are off. I think Red Team are going to retain it. Force Commander goes down. That's a big loss. Because he was doing some good work in the backlines there. But now there's no work to be done. A Seer Council for Angel. Eldar Feather's starting to use the webways and stuff. And more fire prisms on the way. Tankadaire's tank did survive, got some repairs. And we have a dreadnought with an assault cannon. That could be actually a good shout. Depends how these new fire prisms do. But at least they're not going to be leveled up fire prisms. It needs to be careful of the Knob squad as well. Warboss, what level are you, buddy? Level 6. Taking double level 4 attacks with plasma gunfire. Gets level 7. It won't be taken out by those guys. 159 to 12. Is this a Warlock? Yeah, it's a Warlock webway, so it heals, which is pretty fun. Level 4 Predator tank for Sardauk. Goes after the looted tank. Risky to dive in like that, but they need this VP. Well, they need 2 VPs. Something's gone after Red Team's natural. There's marked target on the Seer Council. They're getting messed up. They're going to wipe, I think. They do wipe. Big misplay. It was about Angel's Seer Council, right? Are they microing elsewhere? I'm not sure what happened. 2-to-1 cat. Force Commander still down. Flanking Marines, but they have plasma guns. They can't really threaten the Fire Prism a huge amount. And they are getting Fire Dragon. I need to run, fellas. Yeah, they need to run. If they showed up with missile launchers, they could have taken the fire prism out. But as it stands, Sardauk's boss Predator took out a looted tank level 4 this thing still. A level 2 Predator for Tankadaire. It's done alright. Done alright. Dob squad trying to cap. Just using their chunky hit points. And they got it. Do they need to immediately run though? Where's the Warboss? Any chance of a call to boys? He might be trying to get there for a call to boys. There's use your choppers. No hard boys from though. Oh, I don't have the red. Are they gonna die? Oh, I think he forgot about them and down they go. Was trying to get here to help them, I think, in time. The decent ethereal slash Piranha formation. Who's this coming in now? It's a drop pod. Is it a venerable dreadnought? It is. Awesome. Unique to the Techmarine. I feel like it's been a while since I saw a venerable dread. Loving it. Knocks the Warlock off the VP. Get out of there. Lictor Alpha has to leap away. Orks is over here now. Level 3 Venom Brew. Don't want to lose those fellas. Can the blue team cap here? The Vendread should be able to tear through this stuff, but can they do it quickly enough to protect the Venom Brood? I think so. Nope. Venom Brood are off. Warrior Brood is still here, and here comes the Lictor Alpha again. Orks trying to get away. Jumps after her. And can't get a hit. Meanwhile, northeast. We've got some commandos, double commandos actually from Desk. Look how much resources they have too. Desk could have something else coming on the field here. But maybe they want... Nope, they have over 200 power. There's no excuse. Well, trying to play the game and not die, I guess, is holding their attention for now. Lictor Alpha eats some Daka and has to run. 69 to 12. They still have 12 VPs. We've been on 12 VPs for like 12 minutes, I think. Level 4 Stone Guard. We got some regular Terminators now for Tankadaire. They did indeed lose that Predator tank. I'm not sure where. Maybe this is it. Oh, Sardauk. Sardauk lost his level 4 tank as well. But that could be either of them. 50 to 12. Still harassing this VP. Desk isn't leaving it alone. They're getting another Knob Squad, another Seer Council on the way as well, and another Fire Prism. So many dead Fire Prisms so far, I think. So many dead vehicles in general. There's at least like 8, I think, have exploded. Level 4 Slugger's still going. Oh no. Commando's just wiped. Over there, I think. 29 to 12. Lictor Alpha comes in. Still in level 4, eh? It can be difficult for Lictor Alphas to level up in a 3v3. Don't have that much stuff that damages a bunch of models at once, so they get a bit of XP when they all die, kind of thing. See, Council, be careful, fellas. That's an assault cannon. Yep, they're out of there. 10 to 12 VPs. The red team might have this. Down to 5 now. Can they get a decap? They can. They've stopped it. They've stopped it at 5. Revs really wants them to cap. Really wants them to cap. Stone Guard are trying. With their fast capping. Oh, then they get phase shifted. Here comes some Terminators who are not phase shifted. And they are now capping, but they're doing it slower than the Stern Guard would. It's alright, they can't get knocked over with a Fire Prism at least. Red team got it with a single cap at the end. That must have been incredibly frustrating for the blue team. They just could not get the caps. Awesome stuff. Level 9 Force Commander for Tankadaire. Had some rough losses, really. That Assault Terminator loss was a big deal. Sardauk, also level 9. And had a level 2 Venerable Dreadnought, so they're already my favourite player. Revs Lictor Alpha level 4. Had a Swarm Lord up at the end, look at that. Was pretty solid, had double Carnifexes at some point. Survives Warp Spider with all those Rangers. Transitioned into a pretty solid end game as well with it. Desked. Level 8 Warboss, mixing it up, super aggressive. And Angel's Warlock was level 6 with an alive Seer Council at the end. So many losses for everyone, I feel like. Topsy-turvy game. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see ya next time.